Welcome to the Imagine collection. Find a comfortable place to rest. Allow your body to become a little heavier. Your breathing a little slower, and your thoughts free to wander wherever they wish. There is nowhere you need to go, nothing you need to accomplish, nothing you need to prove. Tonight, there is only one invitation. Imagine. Imagine for a moment that you have spent your entire life carrying something that never truly belonged to you. Imagine that each disappointment, each criticism, each fear, each heartbreak, each expectation settled upon you like another layer of dust. Not enough to change who you are, only enough to make it more difficult to see. And after many years, perhaps you began believing that the dust was you. Imagine believing that every mistake became your identity, that every rejection became proof, that every little failure became a definition. And without even realizing it, you stopped saying, I experience pain, and quietly began saying, I am damaged. Imagine how heavy that would become. Now, imagine walking through an ancient museum. Its halls are silent, its walls filled with treasures collected over centuries. Some shine brilliantly beneath the light, others sit quietly beneath white cloths, forgotten, waiting. You wander through the room after room until you notice one object tucked away in a quiet corner. It is covered, completely hidden beneath years of dust and fabric. Curious, you gently reach out and lift the cloth. At first, you see almost nothing, only layers of time, layers of neglect, layers of forgetting. So you begin brushing away the dust, slowly, patiently, without force. And with every gentle movement, something beautiful begins to appear. Not because you are creating it, because it has always been there. The beauty was never missing. It was simply waiting to be uncovered. Now imagine that the treasure before you is you, not the version shaped by fear, not the version introduced by labels, not the version measured by accomplishments, the one beneath all of it, the one that has quietly remained whole through every season of your life. Imagine realizing that life has never been asking you to become someone worthy. It has only been inviting you to remember the worth that was never lost. A tree loses its leaves each autumn, yet no one says the tree is broken. The moon disappears from the night sky, yet no one believes it has ceased to exist. The ocean becomes still, then wild, then still again, yet it never stops being the ocean. Why then have you believed that difficult seasons could erase who you truly are? Imagine for a moment that every challenge, every heartbreak, every disappointment did not come to break you. Perhaps they simply covered parts of you, waiting patiently to be rediscovered. Imagine looking at yourself now, not through the eyes of fear, but through the eyes of compassion. Notice what changes. Notice what softens. Notice what no longer needs fixing. Perhaps for the very first time, you stop searching for pieces of yourself because you realize none of the pieces were ever missing. You were never shattered, never incomplete, never beyond repair, only temporarily hidden beneath the stories. Stories that were never meant to become your identity. And imagine how differently tomorrow begins when you no longer wake asking, "What's wrong with me?" But instead, what part of me is waiting to be remembered today? Because every layer you gently release reveals something that has been quietly waiting underneath. Not a new version of you, the original one. The one who has patiently remained through every joy, every sorrow, every ending, and every beginning. And perhaps that quiet self has been whispering to you all along, "I've been here the whole time." And as this story gently settles into the deeper parts of your mind, allow yourself to rest in the comforting possibility that healing is not always about becoming someone new. Sometimes healing is simply remembering that beneath every fear, every wound, and every story, you have always been wonderfully whole. May you sleep peacefully, dream deeply, and awaken with a little more kindness toward yourself than you had yesterday. Until next time, keep imagining.